There are three things you need to know before starting nursing school. So perhaps you've not had a friend who have graduated from nursing school to tell you this, but there are three things you need to know before starting nursing school. If you're a nursing school aspirant or you're a first year student, stay tuned to the very end of this video so that you know the three main things you need to know before ever you start your nursing journey. This is still Nurse Ofeoluwa Victoria, and you're on preliminary nursing school. Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification, and I'll see you on the three basic things you need to know before starting nursing school. Okay, so the very first thing you need to know is that nursing school is going to cost you. So it depends on the particular nursing school or college of nursing where you get admission. Nursing school is going to cost you in terms of money. If you are in the federal school, that one is good because it's going to be less costly than the state schools. And the state schools are less costly than the private schools. And the private schools, they are like more costlier, okay, or they are costlier than the federal and the state schools. So that's why there's a lot of competition in terms of getting admission into federal and state government owned schools and colleges of nursing. So it's important whichever way you go, whether you're in the state or the federal or the private or mission schools or colleges of nursing, it's important to know that it's going to cost you either way. So nursing is going to become a nurse at the end of the day, or an RN at the end of the day, is going to cost you in terms of money. So perhaps we have some of our students who are self-sponsored, the students who are working for themselves and sponsoring themselves, or students who really do not have a lot of, or who don't have huge financial backing. If that is your case, we want to just tell you, that God is going to make a way, okay? Because if there's anything that we know in life, that whatever we keep our minds at, whatever we choose to do, whatever we put our focus, and whatever we say, okay, we're going to do this, then the universe is going to help us accomplish it. So it's important to know that your dream is going to come through if that is what you want. But then we just want you to know that it could be costly, financially costly, especially at the beginning. You have to pay a lot of things at the entrance of any school of nursing, at your entrance stage, when you're paying for the entrance exams, the entrance fee, it could be costly. So you need to keep watch for that it could cost you. And eventually when you get the admission and you start school, in fact, some of us watching me know now that today they'll ask you to bring this, pay for this, tomorrow they will come again, ask you to pay for that. As a matter of fact, when we're nursing students, they could tell you, okay, today we're going to pay 10,000 and deadline is tomorrow. Something they told you today, they are telling you that the deadline is tomorrow, and it's not small money. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, sometimes 50,000, depending. Okay, so it's just for you to know that it could cost you money, and for you to be prepared for such. Then again, you're going to know that nursing school is going to cost you time. Oh, it's going to cost you a lot of time. Some of us in school, you may want to do, side hustle. You may want to, learn a new skill. Like you may want to learn a new skill like sewing, like braiding of hair, or maybe video editing or something on the internet or something. You may want to develop a skill or maybe, boost a business, a side hustle. Now, it's important to know that as a student nurse, as a nursing student, that nursing school is going to cost you time. So whether you're running a 3-year program or a 4-year program or whichever program you're running in nursing school, it's going to cost you time. So it's important to be aware of that and plan yourself keeping that in mind. Nursing school is going to cost you time. Then again, nursing school is going to cost you focus. You will need to focus and read. Some of us be like, well, I don't know maths. I don't really, do well in mathematics. Will I survive? Will I make it in nursing school? Well, yes, if that is your concern. In nursing school, there isn't a lot of maths, okay? If there is any maths, it's just simple calculations and divisions, okay? So don't worry about mathematics. If you're like me, if you're anything like me, you don't want anything too much of mathematics, okay? So nursing school, you don't need too much of mathematics, but you need to read a lot. You're going to have to read a lot. In fact, there's so much to read in nursing school. You're like, we study more than any other profession in the medical field. I'm telling you, profession in the medical field. We study a whole lot. Like, there's just so much to study in such a short period of time. In fact, if you're a first year student nurse, you will agree with me that there's just so much to read. So you need focus. Like I said earlier, it's going to cost you time, and that time is your reading time. So it's going to cost you not only the time to read, it's going to cost you to focus and read. Because one thing happens in nursing school, if you don't focus and read, you're going to keep repeating. That's, if you fail a course, you're going to repeat that course, and if you fail again at your repeating time, you're going to have to withdraw from school. So it's going to cost you a lot of focus. You're going to focus and read if you want to survive nursing school. So the first thing I said is going to cost you money. 2 is going to cost you time. You may not really have time for maybe other side hustles, but if you prioritize your time well, I did a video on prioritization and time management. You can get through on that, and let me know if you want me to make more video on time management. So it's going to cost you a lot of time. But if you have a side hustle, a business you want to do in school, you want to continue in school, you can still do that if you're able to manage your time well and prioritize well. But then it's going to cost you time. Lastly, it's going to cost you focus. It's going to cost you to sit down and read. Like, it's going to cost you that. So just keep in mind that in nursing school, you really don't have time to flex a lot. You really don't have time to jump from one place to another. It's going to cost you time to focus and read. Now, there are many other important things you need to know before ever you start your nursing journey, but for the sake of this video, I just gave you 3 things that you need to know before starting your nursing journey. I hope that was helpful. If that was helpful, really remember to comment and subscribe and turn on the notification button. I'll see you till next time.